What's up everyone, how are y'all doing today? So today I'll be finding my push-up level with Chris Heria. Yeah! But I'll be reacting to his video called Push-Ups Level 1 through 10, How to Progress Faster. So I'll be reacting to his video and finding my push-up level alongside it. And after I can't complete another level and find my push-up level, then I'll just keep the video going and we'll finish it and then do all that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please smash that subscribe button because I am on the way to 1,000 subscribers, so that would very much be appreciated. And let's go.
What's up guys, it's Chris Heria. Welcome to another vlog. Today I'm going to be showing you the 10 different levels to push-ups, starting with the very first level that absolutely anybody can do and get started with, then working your way up the levels, building your strength to eventually reaching the last level, full planche push-ups. Now as I show you the different push-up variations and we start progressing up the levels, I want you to identify what level you're at. The goal would be to master the push-up variation of the level that you're at and use all the previous levels before it to build your strength to be able to reach the next level. So for example, if you find yourself at level 5, I want you to train and master level 5 as well as using level 4, 3, 2, and 1 to build your strength enough to reach the level 6 and continue doing so to reach level 10. Remember, everybody has to start somewhere, even level 1, just like I did. So with that being said, I'm going to start off showing you the very first level to push-ups that absolutely anybody can get started with, even if you're an absolute beginner. And to get this workout on your phone and to properly follow along, make sure you downloaded the Heria Pro app in the App Store or Google Play Store. Open up to the YouTube workout section. You should find this routine. Let's get started. We're gonna start using an elevated surface. I'm gonna be using this seat right here, but really you can use any safe elevated surface. What makes this difficult is the height of the elevated surface. The higher it is, the less body weight you're applying, so it's gonna be a lot easier. And the lower it is, the more body weight you're applying onto this exercise, it's gonna be more difficult. So you can always start at a higher elevated surface, work your way down to a lower elevated surface. So if you're at level 1 right now and you can't yet do a push-up on the floor, start right here, choose an elevation that challenges you, and get started. You wanna go for 10.
So, level 1. Incline push-ups. Let's go for 10. Alright, level 1 done. That was a little easy. Let's move on to level 2.
Alright, so there we have the incline push-up. And what I love about the incline push-up is that you're still simulating the correct form of a push-up without actually having to be in a flat push-up position. Doing incline push-ups will also have you perfect your push-up form before you're even able to do it on the floor. And the reason is because of your hand placement and body position, as well as the way that you're pushing from this exercise. When just starting off learning the push-up and you're starting from a push-up position on the floor, there's no indicators to help you with your form. So if you're starting off from the floor, your hand placement may be off, you may be flaring your elbows, you may not be going all the way down full range of motion, and your body may also not have a straight line but be arched. You fix all of that right away from doing push-ups from an incline position. Because you're in an incline position, you're applying less weight, you can focus more on your form. There's also an indication of where to place your hands and how far to go, which is on the elevated surface. If you're starting with your chest on the elevated surface, you're already in the correct position to be doing your push-up. When doing a push-up,
an elevated push-up or an incline push-up is the most realistic to a regular push-up. I very much like those to teach for form and really get down the form of a push-up before you move on to a regular push-up.
Level 2, which are normal push-ups. So let's get down on the ground. Once we've already got the form, you want to make sure that your hands are going to come down to your...
As you just saw, we completed level 1. Now, level 2, regular push-ups. Let's go for 10. That's level 2. That was a little too easy. Let's go on to level 3.
Alright, so there we have level 2, which are basic push-ups. So as I said before, if you already mastered the incline push-ups, then doing a push-up on the floor with perfect form should come natural to you. Now we're gonna increase the difficulty and move on to level 3. That's gonna be with elevated push-ups. By doing
So we just completed level 2. Now we got level 3. Elevated push-ups. Let's go for 10. That was a little easy. Let's move on to level 4.
All right, and there we have the elevated push-ups. Now, if you can't yet do elevated push-ups, then you should go back to level 2, which are normal push-ups, as well as practicing level 1, incline push-ups. Build your strength with these 2 exercises, and you're gonna be able to do level 3. And one of the best ways to progress in an exercise that you're still trying to learn is to train that exercise every minute on the minute. For a full depth explanation and demonstration on how to do exactly that, check out one of my most recent videos called Do This to Master Your Body Weight. In this video, I explain how to train for and achieve an exercise that you have not yet mastered and how to progress on to the next progression. So check out that video so you can know exactly how to get from level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and so forth, all the way to level 10. And remember, the elevation always matters. In this case, we're elevating our feet, so the higher the elevation, the more weight you're applying to this exercise. You can start on an elevation the height of a book and slowly work your way up higher and higher, creating more of an overload and developing more strength for this exercise. And once you've been able to master level 3, which is elevated push-ups, we're gonna be moving on to level 4. That's gonna be archer push-ups. So
elevated push-ups also puts a more emphasis on your shoulders than regular push-ups or incline push-ups. So if you're really wanting to target your shoulders in a push-up style other than pike push-ups, definitely try out elevated push-ups.
I'm gonna do a couple reps and show you what that looks like.
Level 4, let's go. So we just completed level 3. Now, level 4, archer push-ups. Can we do them? Well, let's find out. That was a little easy. Let's move on to level 5.
All right, so there we have archer push-ups, which is the next level to elevated push-ups. Doing this is gonna allow you to apply more weight and resistance onto one arm than you were using before when you were doing the same weight with 2 arms, doubling up your strength. So to get to level 4, you wanna be sure that you've mastered and trained all the previous levels 3, 2, and 1 to finally build your strength to start training archer push-ups. Then you wanna master this exercise.
Yeah, you can treat the different levels like basically a drop set if you're working out with weight. So like if you're doing archer push-ups, then you can go to failure on archer push-ups, then you can do elevated push-ups and then go to failure, regular push-ups, failure, then incline push-ups. That's basically a drop set, just as you're doing in the weight room, because you're decreasing the percent of body weight you're pushing. But yeah, let's go.
And we're ready to move on to level 5. That's gonna be explosive push-ups. Let's go ahead and go for 10.
Let's go, level 5. So, we just completed level 4. Now, we have level 5. Explosive push-ups. Can we do it? Let's find out. That was a little easy. Let's move on to level 6.
And there we have explosive push-ups, and this increases the difficulty by increasing the power and force that's needed to be able to push your body off the ground. Basically putting all your strength and energy into every single rep, exceeding the force that you would normally be using just to do a push-up. And once you've trained and mastered level 5, as well as all the previous levels, you're ready for the next level, which is gonna be clapping push-ups. Let's go for 10 reps.
Level 6, let's go. So, as you just saw, we completed level 5. So, can we complete level 6? Clapping push-ups? Well, let's go. We just completed level 6. Let's move on to level 7.
And there we have clapping push-ups, which is the next level from explosive push-ups. Clapping push-ups are gonna require even more power and force than an explosive push-up because you're gonna need to get up high enough to be able to clap before coming back down onto the ground. But once you've practiced and mastered explosive push-ups and all the previous levels, it wouldn't be too hard to at least do a couple clapping push-ups. And once you've mastered the clapping push-ups and you can do it for at least 20 consecutive repetitions, then you've developed some significant amount of strength, then you're ready for level 7. And this is when things are gonna get a lot more difficult. Level 7, we're gonna go for pseudo planche push-ups.
Level 7, let's go. So, as you just saw, I completed level 6. So, let's see if we can complete level 7, pseudo planche push-ups. Let's go.
My hands as close to my waistline as possible. If you're just getting started, you can have it a little bit higher, but you want to work your way down to your waistline. That's the goal, to be pushing from the waistline. So we're going to go ahead, push up. Come back down.
So, we completed level 7. Now, let's move on to level 8.
There we have pseudo planche push-ups. Now what makes this exercise a lot more difficult is pushing from the waistline. Pushing from your waistline is gonna apply way more body weight from a push-up position. It's also gonna reduce the amount of assistance that you're getting before from just normally pushing at your chest line. Think of it as if you were trying to pick up your couch from the end corner versus trying to pick up your couch right from the middle. That's gonna be a lot more difficult. You're basically carrying the entire weight of the couch versus picking up your couch from one side. The majority of the weight is resting on the 2 legs that are still on the floor. And that's why pseudo planche push-ups or pushing from your waistline gets a lot more difficult than the average hand placement of a push-up. So you want to master these as well as use all the previous levels to develop your strength to be able to do at least 12 perfect pseudo planche push-ups in a row. Then you're ready to move on. That's going to be 90-degree plus push-ups. And from now on, we're just going to be pushing from our waistline. I'm going to go for 10 reps, show you what it looks like.
Level 8, let's go. So as you saw, we completed level 7. But can we complete level 8, 90-degree plus push-ups? Well, let's find out. No, we cannot complete 90-degree plus push-ups. So, our level, or my level, is level 7. But, I'll keep going through the rest of this video so that y'all can choose your right level. So, let's keep going.
All right, there we have the 90-degree plus push-ups.
As you just saw, I just found my push-up level, which is level 7, because I did not complete 10 reps or a rep of 90-degree plus push-ups. So let's keep going with this video.
And as you can see, this stems right from the pseudo push-up. It's pretty much a pseudo push-up, but when you come all the way down, you're holding your entire body weight. This does take a lot more strength, but if you've been training the pseudo push-up and you can do it perfectly for at least 12 reps, then you should be able to do at least 1 or a couple of these 90-degree plus push-ups. And that's all you're gonna need to start training for this exercise. If you can just do 1, then you would do 1 every minute on the minute. And the full breakdown on exactly how to train like that to master an exercise, again, is in the video that I previously mentioned called Do This to Master Your Own Body Weight. Check out that video. Now, the technique to master this exercise is to make sure that you're always leaning forward as well well as always pushing from your waistline. From the top, your hands need to be at your waistline, and all the way at the bottom of the push-up, even the pseudo push-up, your hands always need to be at your waistline. This is a very difficult exercise, so sometimes when people are still learning to do this move, they may start with their hands at the waistline, but by the time they push up, their hands are right back to their chest level. That's not the right technique, and that's not gonna progress you, so you always have to make sure that your hands are always at your waistline, whether you're at the bottom of the rep or at the top of the rep. And when you're doing specifically the 90-degree plus push-up, when you get to the bottom of the rep, you wanna lean forward enough so that the majority of your weight goes past your hands and your feet will eventually just raise up. If your hands are too high up and they're not at your waistline, the majority of your body weight is always gonna be behind you, and your lower body is never gonna lift up into a 90-degree position. So that's why it's super important to have your hands at that right angle. So master this exercise for at least 10 consecutive reps with perfect form in a row, as well as use all the previous levels to build your strength to level 9. Now we're almost at level 10, so this is when it's really gonna start to get harder. Level 9 is gonna be planche push-up pumps. It starts from the ground. I'm gonna do a couple reps, show you what it looks like. Hands by your waistline. All right, there we have planche push-up pumps. And as you can see, we're starting from a completely dead weight, flat position and pushing our entire body weight all the way up from the waistline. No kicking or jerking, just pure pushing strength. And the reason why we've been training pushing our bodies from the waistline is not only to start utilizing more of our body weight, but also this would be impossible to purely lift your entire body weight up without kicking or jerking if you're pushing from your chest line. To bring back the couch example, you wouldn't be able to lift your entire couch from the corner. You'd have to do it right from the center. But lifting from the center is gonna be where it's most difficult because you're lifting the entire weight of the couch. And that's gonna be level 9. You wanna practice and master your planche push-up pumps from the ground without kicking until you can comfortably and consecutively do 10 repetitions with perfect form. Mastering these, as well as utilizing all the previous levels, will develop your strength and prepare you to start level 10. And level 10 is pretty much the hardest pushing exercise you can do. There's a lot more that goes into learning and mastering this exercise, but if you were able to achieve all the previous levels, then you should have definitely developed the strength to at least start learning this exercise. So I'm gonna do a couple reps of full planche push-ups and show you guys what it looks like.
This is the real crazy pushing strength right here. I'm on my journey to actually get full planche. So I just started my series the other day. But yeah, this is the really crazy pushing strength right here. And I can only do a couple tuck planche push-ups to keep my form. And to do multiple reps of a full planche push-up and keep your form, that's crazy strength right there.
All right, so there we have the full planche push-ups. And like I said before, there's a lot more that goes into mastering this exercise, like learning how to full planche, doing 90-degree holds, and other progressions that will make it easier to jump to eventually reach this point. But if you guys want me to break down the full planche push-ups and give you a more in-depth video on how exactly to achieve this exercise step by step, leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to make that video for you. And that's gonna be all the levels from level 1 all the way to level 10. So if you enjoyed the video, then
I hope y'all like this video. Let me know if you want me to do some more of these and which videos I should react to or find my levels to. But if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. God bless you.